Time is always moving. It never stops. "365 days in a year, 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds a minute. Time is a forever constant that has existed before us and will continue existing after our own time runs out. We all have today. Well, we assume we do. And yet no one can calculate the days or amount of time each of us will ultimately have in our individual lifetimes. In this day and age, it appears as if the average person just never has enough time. 24 hours in a day doesn't suffice for this generation, which is overwhelmed by a constant flow of information, a never-ending agenda, and a constant pressure and pursuit to do more and to be better. Some people feel as if time is always slipping through their fingers because they can never seem to grasp the hours which seem to pass like minutes. And yet, they have always had the same 24 hours in a day like others who are wishing that time would pass by a little faster. I am sure the majority of us have tried to race against time at one point or another, treating it as if it's something that is attempting to beat us at this game of life that we all play a part of. In a way, it appears as if people are constantly running towards or away from something in life as the clock continues ticking. Towards the goals, towards the career, towards success, towards entertainment, towards happiness, towards peace. Away from boredom, away from problems, away from stress, away from fears, away from harsh realities. Just as the seasons change from winter to spring, so can we change, or not change, as time moves forward. Over time, goals can be achieved, dreams can be realized, wounds can be healed, growth can be recognized. Over time, however, we can also become numb to fears, anxieties, and bad habits which can grow easily in our lives, like weeds in midst of a flourishing garden. When I look back, it's easy to ask, where did the time go? How did it go by so fast? It felt like yesterday when I arrived here in Brazil, and yet these past 3.5 years have been full of growth that one day in itself could never accomplish. Honestly, it's frustrating not knowing how much more time I will be living here in Curitiba. One more month, one more year, only God knows the answer. Life has been good, and I do enjoy living here in Curitiba. But I am looking forward to moving back to the US and starting a new season. Time can't change or move by faster by the amount of time we spend worrying about the past, present, or future. It just doesn't work that way. Time is valuable, but it's not something that can be bought. Time itself isn't striving to be either your friend or your enemy. That's for you to decide. The reality is, we all have enough time, but it's how we spend and use our time that will make the difference between us feeling like we're drowning or living. Isn't it time we gain a better perspective of our 24 hours in a day? Isn't it time to stop scrolling and start investing our time into the people around us? Isn't it time to live in the present and not in our past memories or future plans? Isn't it time to stop being distracted by this world and start living with an eternal perspective? Isn't it time to sit in a moment of silence and contemplate our Creator? Isn't it time to cast all our anxieties on Him, for He cares for us? Yes, the time is now.